for the bamboos, because they are plants, we find them, they are useful, then we can use it in many ways, okay? But as Hong Kong people, we use our strength in many ways. We don't waste any second. Boy and girl, man and woman, especially the ladies in Hong Kong, I really wonderful, right? The men, yeah, even they can make any second of their time, but they cannot do the cosmetics in the bus. Okay, so the lady is more wonderful, and then they can cook when they take care of the children, or even they can make call, or they can even nowadays they can even make videos on their cooking or on anything. So you can see that. When the fire broke out, people bring the bamboos, and it inspired me that, oh yeah, actually the bamboo is really multifunctional. It's really good. It has been so contributing in Hong Kong's construction industry. And if we don't have any evidence that it should be replaced, but then for some reason it was forced to be replaced, then it will be as tragic as the type of fire. The type of fire burned 7 stories of building over 40 years to ash, and then has taken away so many lives. Now it's already over 160, but should be still arising. And then some are missing, and then you can't really get the real number. And then that not only 160's life, it is quite 100 families were affected, okay, by this fire. But so it will be as tragic is the bamboo industry has to be abandoned, and then there are so many workers relying on on using the bamboo art for their life, for their living. Also, we are the Hong Kong people are incredibly strong yet flexible, just like the bamboo. Okay, we know that the bamboo are strong, flexible, with a straight, upright, and jointed stem, but with hollow inside. So that means it is a character of a good man. Okay, it is really a scholar like character, which have which you can stand upright even in front of pressure, persecution, unrighteousness. Okay, you can still uphold your idea, your thought, and then inside is hollow. That means you can see that the Hong Kong people, of course, most of them can be quite arrogant. Okay, people think that we are quite arrogant, but actually inside we have most of us have wisdom inside, because just now I said that we keep learning, we keep studying, we have a fusion of Chinese and Western culture. We are open to knowledge, to education, to any culture or happenings in the whole world. So we can put in many things, okay, and then we are upright, we are strong. It's not easily broken. Now you can see that during the type of fire, people come out to join the vigil, to give to give their donation, to offer their help, to be in remembrance of the community, of the great loss of the people they once known for so many years. Okay, and even under a very high pressure situation, you can see that the vigil was forced to end just for 2 days. Anything is clear, flowers clear, nooks clear, just after 2 days. Okay, when people still mourning, when people still feel so sad, when the community is still not yet recovered from the great loss, and then when there is still a lack of investigation, thorough, complete, standardized, and novel investigation into the case, when there is no proper explanation of the cause of fire, and then the exact situation during the fire. Till now, there is still no public statement, public announcement. Nothing is disclosed clearly to the public to make the public feel satisfied that everything is clear. We know why it happened, when it happened, how long it has been spreading out, and then how many lives were actually taken away and affected, and then still many uncertainty, many things need to be found out and exposed, but now there is not enough details, okay, officially and publicly announced by the authority. So, but in face of that kind of situation, well, we can see that Hong Kong people can still uphold righteousness in front of injustice, corruption. For example, after 2019, we can see that no one dare to come out to demand for anything. But now after the fire, still some person dare to come out to hold a press from the people. Not a public press. Now no public press dare to come out to make a conference. Only some laymen, some people, common people from the city. They come out. They want to have a news conference, and they want to have a briefing on the news. They want to gather some support to ask for an investigation, ask for some demands. There are still that kind of person there to come out at that time when it is really not safe. When it is really you can be quite sure that they will be under suppression, and then very soon, okay, 1 day or 2 days, they are already arrested and then put into jail and waiting for sentence, something like that. And then of course most of the Hong Kong people we will uphold righteousness in front of injustice and corruption only when it is safe. So that's why people call us world of men, woman of the world, men of the world, because 世界仔世界女啊 we will try to we are so sensitive to the environment, okay? When the environment now is not safe, so we hold our anger inside, we hold our satisfaction inside. We want the truth, we want the investigation, but we know that now you have to care about your word, care about your version. Even you share something on YouTube, you share something on Facebook, on social media, you can still be in trouble. Even those people outside Hong Kong, they know that they will be still in trouble, especially if you have a family in Hong Kong, or especially when you will still need to go back to Hong Kong, okay? So but we most of us can do it in a cunning way. For example, during these few years after 2019 to now, they use some cunning words. For example, they put those Chinese characters in the in the opposite way, okay? So that it looks like two normal words, but if you turn it upside down, you can see that it is another meaning. So that is also the art of the Chinese wordings, that if you turn them to the side or turn them upside down, or you can see that they have different meaning. So this is a cunning way to express their thought. You cannot put that person in jail, right? Because the meaning of these two words is nothing. Okay, you only the two words is only have the meaning of uh, sadness. Okay, or we feel so sad. Okay, but when you turn it upside down, you become that you want to ask for to hold anyone responsible for this cause of the great fire and high casualties. So you can see that actually people are using these two words actually to accuse of the authority, to accuse of someone responsible, to accuse of the corruption, accuse of the companies, any party responsible. But we dare not to directly to write out this two word, to post this two word, but we change the direction through that. It only means a tragedy, it only means a sadness. Okay, you cannot hold someone putting two words which mean sadness, right? But you will jail someone when they put two words we ask for investigation. We hold anyone responsible. No, so you can see that most of the Hong Kong people, they are flexible, strong but flexible, like the bamboos. They will use cunning ways to resist or against authorities to avoid being caught when it is not safe. Amen. Of course, someone will still dare to come out and speak directly, ask for news release and ask for signature for support. But we can see that nowadays only a few of the whole 7 million population, right? But we still hold the truth inside. It doesn't mean that if we don't say something or do something directly, we don't feel the anger inside, we don't feel the sadness inside, we don't hold the truth inside. We still want to ask for justice. We still want to know the truth. We still want to have investigation. But we would do it the way that in a safer way. For example, those Hong Kong people outside Hong Kong, overseas, they can do more. They can even hold a conference